From across the country, they're in Washington, D.C. to discuss the nation's fentanyl crisis. The DEA saying that this is the single deadliest drug threat our nation has ever faced. Fentanyl overdoses kill more than 150 people each day. Now, children under age 14 appear to be the group dying at the fastest rate. 14. Dre Clark has the latest for us. Dre?
Adrienne, good morning. We're in front of Phoenix House here in Queens this morning, and this is where people who are struggling with their drug and alcohol addictions come for help. Meanwhile, that new report you just referenced a moment ago from the group Families Against Fentanyl is very disturbing because it does say that children under the age of 14 are dying from fentanyl poisoning faster than any other age group. Now, synthetic opioid or fentanyl was still the leading cause of death in the age group of 35 or 18 to 45 in 2021. Meanwhile, Americans ages 35 to 44 are more likely to die from fentanyl poisoning than any other 10-year age group. And deaths among Americans 25 to 44 accounted for more than half of the total number of fentanyl deaths in the U.S. in 2021. Now, just 2 milligrams of fentanyl, which is the size of a mosquito, is enough to kill an adult. The Centers for Disease Control says more than 100,000 people died of drug overdose in 2021, and more than 65,000 of those deaths are linked to fentanyl. In many cases, the drug is ingested without people actually having knowledge of it because people are taking pills at places like parties and not knowing the pills are counterfeit and heavily laced with fentanyl. Now, take a look at your screen right now. There is now a push all across the country to decriminalize these fentanyl test strips. Right now, in many states, they're considered drug paraphernalia, so it's illegal to have them unless it's administered by a doctor or medical professional. But many people are calling these test strips actual lifesavers because they can detect the presence of fentanyl when it's mixed with other drugs.
So even with those fentanyl test strips, that may tell you that there's fentanyl in a product, but it won't necessarily tell you how much. And so people are playing Russian roulette with their lives when they take these illegal products.
And here in New York City in 2021, city officials tell us that 2,600 people died from fentanyl overdoses. That's a 78% spike from the year 2019. So this is a very serious problem, by the way, not just here in New York City, but all across the country. Adrienne.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.